Yeah. I don't know what happened, y'all. I can't tell you, and hopefully you can still hear me, and hopefully it doesn't start it again. It started on its own. It stopped on its own. Had nothing to do with me. Had nothing to do with Eric. I think even there for a minute, even Eric's computer was doing something weird. It could be, you know, putting out the urban myth out there. It could be the attacks. I don't know. They were talking about we had some attacks today, or going to have some attacks on our infrastructure. That was weird. It started again when you said that, Eric. Yep, it's doing it again.
No, you sound fine.
I'm coming through fine. I'm coming through fine now. Ian is coming through fine. But when you guys are coming to me, it's chopped. But we're gonna just do what they can do, whatever it do. It might be my internet provider that is doing it. So I can't really hear very much on this end. So but listen, this is my man Gator, ladies and gentlemen. This is Gator, all the way from Scotland. Gator, say hello to the folks that are here.
Hey, man. I apologise for my terribly hard to understand accent and the fact that everything's one sentence. But I mean, I hope you get by. It will not be any worse than the audio issues.
Yeah, I'm trying to piece that out because, like I said, it's coming to me chopped up. But the show must go on. It's no different than me having 104 fever or having knee surgery the night before a gig, and I still get up and do it. The show must go on.
Absolutely.
Gator, let me see. I'm gonna put you back for 1 second, and then let me play a video here, and then we'll bring you back on and see what we can get going. Hold on a second. Let's see.
Through the years, I keep on toiling. Lord, I'm toiling through the storm and rain. Oh, I'm patiently waiting and watching.
I hope that sounds good, Eric, because I can't hear it at all.
Come again. And oh, I'm coming home, Lord. Every day I keep trusting in your word. And Lord, keep me from every day of my life. Oh, sin. Oh, I need your love. When it's all over, I want you to write my name above. Lord, when the gates swing open, I may be better down that day. Oh, and here's what I say when I'm all by myself. Lord, teach me how to treat my neighbor. Every day I want you to teach me how to love my friend. And Lord, fill me with your Holy Spirit until the Savior. I'm waiting on Jesus to come again. Oh, I need your love. Please, Lord. Oh, when it's all over, I want you to write my name above.
Yeah, coming back to the Henry Award.
Oh, when when the gates swing open. Oh, Father, I heard a soldier say these words. Lord, I'm tired, and my soul needs resting. Lord, I'm so tired.
Ladies and fellas, thank you.
Music's gone.
Over on YouTube.
Friends talk about me, and my enemies misuse.
That's right, Lane. Give it a share. Make up a lost time. But we got loyal fans. That's
Marching
up there.
on until you come and carry me home. Oh, I need your love, Father. When it's all over, please write my name above. And oh,
Greets from the Netherlands.
when
Tusen
the
Top again.
gates
Thank you.
swing open,
Hit that subscribe button over there. Check out all the shows.
I may be burning down.
Eric says it's gonna sound weird, but I found a trick.
When the gates swing open, well, I hope you'll be waiting there to meet me that morning with arms wide open. Hey! I said, welcome home. I know you had a hard time. Come on. You can rest from all of your labor. Come on home. Thank you. Thank you, Father. Thank you, Father. I want to thank you for all of the things you've done for me. Yeah. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Father. Thank you. I thank you, Lord. You've been so good to me. Thank you, Lord. Oh! Oh, thank you, Father.
All right, how you doing?
I'll be coming with tears in my eyes.
Well, let's see. England's back. Brazil's back. Holland is back. The Netherlands are here. Yeah, I got him muted because when I bring him up, there you go, baby. A little Otis Clay. I had to play that. You know, like I said, I was lucky enough to meet Otis and hang out with him in Lucerne, Switzerland. Him, Cyril Neville, Buckwheat Zydeco, Mr. Johnny Rawls, those cats. Had a great time, man. Great time. Colin Campbell, what's going on, brother? Hey, share it to world so many people in groups. All right, on, brother. Sorry we had that crazy hiccup. I don't know what it is. I found a solution, though. I'm streaming directly through the big stereo, so hope we don't get it slap back. And because when I listen to your headphones, it's just chopped up. Anyway, let me see here. Let me unmute that. Gator, how you doing, brother?
I'm good.
Hey, I wanted to ask you before we get, because it's just crazy. Who are some of your influences? I mean, like is the blues scene really big over in Scotland? Talk to us about it.
I tell you what, right? The blues scene in Scotland is quite funny. In Scotland in particular, but Britain on a whole, when you say blues, a lot of the time people have got a preconceived idea, you know, like so they think they know what they're going to hear before they've even heard it. So it kind of slows down the listening process. However, Colin Campbell, actually, who's watching, the guy who's sharing it about for us, he's a friend of mine. He also is a big player in Edinburgh Blues Club. So there's a certain amount of
I've been there. That was a great place.
Yeah. So exactly. So I mean, you know, these guys have got a certain amount of passion toward it. I think the problem is that it's not as widely appreciated or as accepted as in America. You know, I think that's a major thing.
Well, Well, I always tell people with the blues, you can't come in that's expected thing because of the blues is as wide and varied as the United States is itself. Because everyone took a little piece and put their stank on it, as we used to say. They put their stank on it, they not their stamp. So it's crazy. Big Red says, "What you say?" Len, I see a couple guitars up on the wall behind you. It says, "I have lived all my life about 15 miles from Les Paul's hometown. I must ask if you ever have one of this in your collection."
I've got one and two. One of his, one custom built to look like his, and one cheap version that's pink. So I've got three.
Right.
So I've got three.
Right.
The pink one looks the best, but it's not ready to play yet.
And guitars I always hear this from guitars. Yeah, I like this one the best, and la 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 la. And I'm always like, so what does that mean? Like, yeah. So then why do you need 20 of them then? But
yeah.
How many you got? How many you got? I always hear guitars.
Well, I'll tell you what, I've got. I don't know.
No. How many you got? See,
honestly,
you
10.
one of those guys. You got so many guitars, you don't even know how many you have.
I've got 10. I've got 10 because I gave one away.
Okay,
So,
okay, all right,
10.
all
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Barbara Ryan,
Really?
Barbara Ryan out in Hull, Massachusetts, runs the C Note. Great place. This young man, you should get him over, Barbara. He's a bad man. He's a bad man. And I apologize from 30 minutes of just trying to deal with whatever's going on with the sound, which I found out I have no control over because it's got nothing to do with the Suga Shack. It's somewhere between the Suga Shack and the rest of the world. But that is what it is. Colin Kemp says, "Hey, Sugar, can't have enough guitars."
Hey, Colin, you can move in with me. You can move in with me anytime, Colin. Honestly, if I ruin things with Fiona, then you're next up. Get a wig on it. We're good to go.
It's funny. All the guitars I know, heck, even the Wizard of Oz back there, Eric Sassaman. I bet he's got about. He doesn't even go out and play, I think, but I bet he got about 8 guitars over there. Yeah. I think he said he got 2 or 3. I don't believe that. I don't believe it. Listen, I don't even play. You said you got one guitar. I don't believe that. I don't even play guitar. I got 3 in here. I got my cigar box one, and I got the Art Deco, which is this was gifted to me a while back. It's an Ibanez, but it's a beautiful.
Oh wow, lovely, yeah.
Yeah. What do you think about that?
Yeah, lovely, eh? Beautiful.
And then there's this great company, this great strap company, and God forgive me, but I can't remember the name. They made this strap for me when I was there doing a show. This nice strap that says Sugar, nice leather, and all that.
Yeah, I've got one like that. Yeah, I've got one like that. But,
you got one like that?
Yeah. I'll show you.
Yep. Well, mine was free. Huh. I had asked the question today. That's beautiful, man, with rhinestones and everything. I had asked the question earlier before we had all these problems, like, what was your favorite food? But now I'm gonna ask all the guitarists out there, how many guitars are enough? That's my question today. How many guitars? Now I like that you got some Nationals and Dobros and steel guitars back there. Is that what you normally play?
Yeah, I'll tell you, it's funny, right? Because I started out as a bass player. When I was growing up, I became a bass player at the age of, I don't know, 11. Can I swear? Actually, I'm a liability for swearing.
That's okay.
So, all right, thanks.
It's all grown.
Fuck, right, yes. Right, okay. shit. Right, that's fine then. We'll be good to go then. So, so when I was about 11, I was playing bass and I got kind of almost addicted and invested in it to the point where it was an illness to play, and it's like, so I kind of got as good as I could get, and I still felt that even if I learned all these techniques and I still felt like I was still empty. I still felt something was missing. And then I started to play traditional kind of slide music, like Delta stuff, and I never looked back because it gave me a voice. I never used to sing.
That's a weird thing because I grew up playing drums and but I guess because I grew up gospel, we were always expected to play and sing. So it didn't matter what instrument you played, other than a horn instrument. You know, you had to play and sing. So I think gospel guys, maybe we have a little bit of advantage because we were taught that way from the beginning.
Yeah, yeah, and I'll tell you a mad thing actually, and I know we've already chatted about him, like because he's a mutual friend of ours. But um, so I mean, I'm a bit late to the party with doing my own thing, you know. Like I've been a sideman in so many good bands, but they either ended up, you know, I don't want to say negative, you know, because I had a lot of good experiences from them, but they didn't work out for one way or another, you know, right?
Yeah.
So anyway, um, and the same kind of people always kind of led me to believe that I wasn't good enough to go out on my own. I always had to have a singer. But you know
Oh, I
something,
see what you're saying.
you know, but you know something, the past 3 months has made a massive difference to me because I've had support from. In fact, when I come back from Leeds on Sunday night, Errol Thomas actually sent me a message saying that he was proud to see me progressing, and you and I both know how talented that man is, and I just realised now that you know I've been the problem, you know, not believing in myself, you know, and I think
But it's a hard thing to do, man. It really
it's hard,
is.
it is.
It took me years to finally come to it, you know, because I don't like bragging. It always just feels weird, but it did take me years to come to have the saying in my head that I am the best damn Sugaray there is on the world. But it took me years to have that epiphany that I am the
Yeah,
best me. You know, people. I don't know about you, but with me, people always compare me to a lot of singers before me and stuff like that. But you know, I'm not trying to emulate them. I respect them and would always give them respect. But you know, I've gotten the confidence over the years to just be me.
yeah,
You know,
yeah, and that's it. That's the best person you can be because nobody else can do it, you know.
yeah,
Nobody else can do it.
yeah. Colin, bromance. Colin.
That
Hey,
sounds that
Fiona,
sounds like fucking jealousy.
Fiona said you forgot about 7 guitars in Dunoon.
It's no seven. I've got a cigar. Well, it's her cigar box actually. And I gave my oldest son an electric guitar. So I gave him more than one away actually. Yeah, there's another
Okay.
three acoustic. So yeah, sorry, 14. Yeah.
I was you know that I'm a big fan of Sun House, especially Death Letter.
Yes. Yeah.
And I saw you playing one of those pedal steel Sugar You or You Thank You Brother. Uh, yeah, y'all, that it's easy said, but when you're up on that stage in front of thousands of people or two people, I'm actually better in front of 10,000 people than I am with three people.
Yeah,
You
because you know they're listening.
yeah, well, yeah, it's so intimate. Yeah, uh,
Mhm.
uh, it's easy to say, but it's hard because as an artist, you're up there, you just feel totally naked. And then a guy like me, you know, I don't even have a guitar to hide behind or a piano or a drum set. I'm just there. It's
They
like
don't make guitars that big, Sugar. They don't make guitars that big. You ain't hiding behind nothing, man.
it's kind of like when people didn't really know about the flying V, and they used to see Albert King playing the flying V. You know, and if you ever see it, I mean, the guitar looks tiny, uh, tiny in his hands. But then you go pick up a flying V, regular person, you're like, this is a big damn guitar. This is a big hunk of
Yeah.
wood. You know, but in front of Albert King, it looked like a toothpick. You know,
Yeah.
because the guy was that big. Uh,
But I tell you, see all these guys that are on, like Paul Stewart and Colin Campbell and Colin Smith and my son and Fiona. It's quite cool that they're saying all the same stuff they've been saying to me in private for a long time. You know, they've
yeah,
always pushed me. These are the guys that are like. I mean, Paul Stewart's got a great radio show as well, and we share each other's shows and ideas. You know, there's not, you know, like we were talking about before, this community feeling. You know,
yeah, definitely. I
you
mean,
know,
because
it's brilliant.
if you don't have that if you don't have that community there behind you, uh, you know, I know some people who are able to do it, but it is just an almost possible thing to create and do on your own. Just like I said, some people, you know, I mean, even people like Prince, you know, must have had someone, you know, helping him at some point. You know, I
Yeah.
know his parents were great musicians, from my understanding. What about you?
Right, do you want to know my favorite musician ever? Is that what you're asking?
No, I was asking like, well, that'd be good to know too. But I was asking like when you first came
Or
up,
did I get
you were
help?
talking about all the people helping you. I mean,
Yeah.
did your parents play?
No, I'll tell you. You know what? I'm just going to be fucking honest. I didn't have the best childhood. I, uh, this flat I'm in now actually used to be my dad's, and he kind of drunk himself to death, you know. Um, but uh, but before he had all these kind of obvious issues, he was very artistic. I got a lot of my influence from him, and it was subconscious because I spent my whole childhood hating him, you know. But I mean, I can't now deny that that's where I got the art from, you know.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know,
Well,
I think
just because they're
I think the softness comes from my mum, but you know,
they can be buttholes, but there's a lot of talented people that are buttholes. And I believe a lot of it is they don't get that person behind them, or they don't believe that person that's behind them to help them get the mental thing. You know, a lot of us, it's mental, man. We got something to say. It's like you feel like you're choking if you don't get it down on wax, as so to
I think
speak, and
yeah,
you
and
can't do it.
I think the other thing too, where my dad was concerned was, I think it was more for him because he came from a kind of a family of travellers, you know, who didn't really confide in, like, mental health wasn't really a real thing. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Well, we've had conversations about that.
Yeah, yeah. So I mean, I think a lot of that was very relevant in his growing up, and it's not so relevant now. So folk don't really relate to how that could have created the person he became. But I mean, I've started to learn about it, and I realise now that, well, you know, had that been, you know, 30 years ago when we were trying to make this effort to understand these issues, I think you'd have probably been a better person in the end up, you know. And it wasn't all bad. I'm not going to ever say that it was all bad, but I've certainly got the reason to sing the blues, you know.
Most
I
definitely,
believe it.
bro.
I believe it.
We both grew up as a tough childhood, but uh, they say what doesn't kill you make you stronger, and there's some
And
truth
it's
in that.
true, man. Yeah.
There's some truth in that, but
It's,
I'm really big on people trying to get help and work through things. Sometimes you can work through it by yourself, but sometimes you need help. So, but I'm glad that you had enough people around you that it kept you from going the other way. So
yeah, I think I just pushed against it. So I think I pushed against it so hard that like it was almost like rebelling. I remember the very first time I ever played music live in a pub. I sneaked out. I went to it used to be a pub in Alabama called the Bank. I think it was the Bank. And they used to have like this jam night on a Sunday, and so like I got this bass guitar, and I knew that this was like the last time like I would ever get something like that. So if I needed to be good to my word and make it work for me, and all I did was learn how to make it sing. All I wanted to do was go and tell somebody about my problems, but without having to say the words. I
yeah,
didn't want them to know what I was saying. I just wanted to be able to speak about it. And music's always been that for me. And I think that's what brings out the music in me, because sometimes I feel like dog shit, but like I'll play something and I feel like I've told somebody without having to speak the words. Do you know what I mean?
yeah, I know exactly what you mean, man.
That's, it's
Music
quite deep, I know,
is
but
a people talk about religions, and I don't get into religions, but I tell people music is religion, and just like there's Protestants and Catholics and Methodists and holiness and Baptists and all that. It's the same thing in music, but it's all a form of worship, man. And it's funny because when it's done right at the end of a show, when everything has lined up done right, it's a high you can't get from drugs. It's a high you can't get from anything. Like, the closest
yeah,
thing I can put it to would be like uh, 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 going to church and having this unbelievable church experience.
yeah, I absolutely. And it's crazy because um I mean, I still beat myself up about that. I've made a lot of professional decisions to work with people thinking that, and giving everything to it like it would be mine, and then it's not worked out, and it's like it's made me all the more depressed about it. And then I've thought, oh, see this, everything I've tried has not worked out, and then you could think you're working with the best person in the world, and then they'll show you that their real side, and you're gutted again. And I've went through that honestly for the past 3 or 4 years, like regularly, and I just decided, I mean, I thought, well, Fiona, my partner who you've met, I mean, she's always at me to tell you do the right thing for me, and I suppose 20% of my conscience was like that. Well, you would say that you love me, you want me to do, you want me to feel that. So as much as I believe everything she says, I probably did have that, subconsciously. But and then I got like Dave Arcari coming to me, and then Michael Messa's complimenting me, Errol Thomas is complimenting me, you Colin Campbell and Paul Stewart, and all these people that come back every week and tell me to keep doing it, and I'm like, why the fuck am I listening to two people or three people when I've got all?
No, some of that is the insecurity that we have as musicians. It is. I mean, I've never been insecure about walking in a room and introduce myself to people. But for me, no matter how good of a job people say I've done, I still pick out every mistake that I did, which is why I don't usually like to hear myself. Yeah. Actually, I'm gonna play one more video, and if you would, when we come back, maybe you can pick a song for us. Somebody's at my front door. Who's at my front door? I don't see him. All right.
So, absolutely. I'm going to go to the toilet.
All right. Let me play this. And you guys hold on. I haven't played this in a while, so I want to do it.
My mother in the summer of '84 of cancer, and this song has always reminded me of her. So I want to dedicate this to my mother, Miss Billie Joyce Rayford.
That's the slide guy, Mr. Chuck Boris on the guitar, y'all. Yeah, man. I just wanted to play a little bit of that. I hadn't played that in quite some time. It's pretty cool, and if you get the album, we go right in from there into Dark Night. Dark Was the Night, and that's my friend there, Mr. Chuck Boris, aka the Slide God. They're on the Slide Away Studios, formerly of Los Angeles for 50 some odd years. Just moved to Nashville a few months ago. So that's Chuck, baby. I had a whole different way I was gonna go with the show. I had all these different videos. We're gonna play one more, and then we're gonna get the Gator. And the Gator has a podcast, you guys. Gator, give him your podcast. Oh, wait a minute. Sorry about that. Go ahead.
I'll tell you what, I can. Okay, I'll say it as well. Well, we've got two shows actually. We've got Galty and the Gator, Blues and News Show, which is every Friday, noon UK time. But it's also uploaded to all major streaming platforms. But also, my partner Fiona who is actually the talented broadcaster. I'm a hanger-on, who knows more about blues than she does. That's in a nutshell. But if you go and follow her page, Galty, because she deleted the last one because she's about as technically intelligent as me, you know. So, but we've got a couple of, and it's all based around helping people. It's not really to be popular. It's just to try and offer this silent community, while
Well, it's kind of like what I started the Suga Shack in the middle of the pandemic because I was so used to getting out and playing that it was strange not to and talk to all the people I knew. I ain't gonna talk too much because, like I said, we had some problems, and I want these people to hear you play because the just a little bit I've heard has just blew my mind, brother, blew my mind. Sound like an old black man on the back porch in East Texas somewhere.
Oh man, thanks. I can do it now if you want.
Give me 1 second. We're gonna play this last video, and I'm gonna scrub the rest of the videos, and it'll just be us two. This is from my album, The World We Live In. Hope you guys can dig this.
I'm home again. I'm home to stay. Yeah, it was nice to be away. And the things to do and see, but this old place means to me the only thing. I'm home again. I'm home to stay. Just sitting here, looking out and seeing clear. No smoke, no dust, no haze. Just you and me in these sweet days. It's good to be home, Lord. Ain't never leaving again. I'm home again. I'm home to stay. Watching out for someone who loves you true. Someone who can help me get out of the blue. No matter what happens.
Thank you, Colin. It was my pleasure, brother. Lady Segula. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Obrigado, Augusto from Brazil. Frederick Lawson out of San Diego. I see you at the Gator by the Bay Festival, Frederick. Thank you, Big Red. Down Detroit, right on, baby. The Gator over there multitasking. He got guitar in his hand, headphones on, mic, texting at the same time.
Happiness is
Glasgow. I'm looking forward to being there, man. Young said, thanks for giving me that cigar, Ray. All right, baby. I don't remember. You have to make me remember.
happiness is being back home.
Now, I had a whole bunch of different videos I was going to play for you guys, but with the way that the whole thing went down with the sound and all that crap, I don't know. Hopefully I get her. Uh, Gator, you said I see you got your guitar. You gonna play a little bit for
Yeah,
the folks?
yeah.
All right,
Can you
all
hear
right.
that? Does that sound all right?
Sounds good to
That's-
me.
So I'm going to play some songs if you like that because you were asking who influences me, and if I'm honest, there's too many to say. I'm not saying that I'm going to be anywhere near the people who influenced me, but it's going to be my honest interpretation of what I learned from.
Right.
Drop down, mama, let your daddy see. There's something down there really troubling me. Well, my mama don't like me. Ooh, staying out all night long. I may be act crazy, but I still know right from wrong. Get from my window, girl, stop scratching at my screen. You're a mean mistreater, and you know just what I mean. My mama don't like me. Oh, staying out all night long. I may be a crazy girl, but ooh, I still know right from wrong. All of these women, well, you know, they sure do make me tired. I got a handful of thank you. I'm not feeling much obliged, and my mama don't like me. Ooh, staying out all night long. I may be a crazy, but wow, the kid is still no right wrong. Three girls I love and living on one damn road. One does my cooking, my cleaning, one she pays my room and board when my mama don't like me. Ooh, staying out all night long. I may be act crazy, but I still know right from wrong. There you go. Sorry, I'm a bit uncomfortable in this seat, right?
That
So
that,
I'm struggling to
that
play.
sounded great, man. What you talking about? Sorry for what?
Sorry for not being able to do that better. um.
And
So
what type of guitar is that?
Oh, I'm glad you asked actually because this is a guitar that's endorsed by Michael Messer, who is one of the guys that I learned a lot of perfection and sliding sound and all that. It's a Michael Messer Lightning, and he was good enough to put one of his custom pickups in it for me. So I'm very proud of this guitar.
Right on.
You know.
It sounds marvelous, man.
Oh, thanks, man. I mean, I'd play for you all night if I could. Like, yeah, I mean, this is a massive deal to me to be on here, eh? So, I'm grateful for it.
Yeah, buddy, you started that song off with a song that I do every once in a while. I have to be careful where I do it. You started that off with that Big Wheels. Stoop down, baby, let your daddy see. I don't know if
Yeah,
do you know that song?
yeah. And
So
and that's why I played it. That's why I played it. And also, like I love Sleepy John Estes, but
oh
I
yeah,
also love and I love John Hammond, and it's a Sleepy John Estes song, and and John Hammond's version is the one that I play. So it's a bit of a it's a bit of a mix. I like everything I do. I mean, I love playing Robert Johnson songs, but I don't play them. I don't play them like Robert Johnson. I play them like me.
exactly. That's the way it should be, man. And that's again, that's the part about being a musician. Sometimes it's hard. I started out doing cover stuff. Even when I started out with gospel, we were doing old songs, and then we wrote songs. And when I started doing R&B, when I got back into music, was the same way. I was with a top cover band, but I had that yearning to say my own words and see what kind of reaction
Yeah.
I would get. So you got to be yourself. And the joy for me is when I write a song and I perform it live, and it goes over well because you're naked, man. I'm giving away all the secrets of the cupboard, baby. And it's a nerve wracking thing up till you do the song,
Yeah,
You try to get into the song, but then even afterwards, you're worried about it.
that's it's a mad thing. Like I love music so much. I mean, there's a lot of things I can live without, but definitely not one of them. And I really wouldn't. I really wouldn't be able to say I'm as happy as I am now without it. And I've got a lot of good people around me now. So I mean, I just think it just encourages me to keep doing what I want to do, even if times are hard. You know what I mean? I mean,
Yeah.
me and Fiona couldn't rub two pennies together now, right? Honestly, fucking poor. I thought you talk about blacks being poor. You're not as poor as us now. That's for sure, right? but but you know what? Like I'm satisfied, and that's what it's all about.
That is what it's all about, man. You mind maybe playing one more for us? I mean, I didn't want you to have to come on and put on a concert, but since we've had to go,
Listen, I came on to do that for you because
oh, man.
so
I can't wait. I can't wait till I'm in Scotland and we can sit down and have a pint and a cigar together, man.
Absolutely. And we should definitely consider. I've got some plans, but I'll probably have to message you privately.
Okay.
Because you know what I mean. But good plans, like really good plans, and I think it'll be cool. But do you want to play a Robert Johnson song? No.
Yeah.
Do you want? I just need to sit right so I can play the fucking thing.
Right on. Take your time. Young, how you doing, brother?
I feel so lonesome. Won't you hear me when I'm home? I feel so lonesome. Won't you hear me when I'm home? Someone's been driving my terraplane, darling, for you when I've been gone. I flash your lights, mama, and your home won't even blow. I flash your lights, mama, your home won't even blow. There's a shortage in your connection, woohoo, somewhere down below. I'll hoist your hood, darling, I'm bound to check your oil. I'll hoist your hood, darling, I'm bound to check your oil. Got a girl I'm loving way down in Arkansas. Your coils ain't buzzing, your radio won't get a spark. Your motor's in the back condition, darling. Better get your batteries charged. And I cry, please, just don't you do me wrong. Just tell me who's been driving this terraplane, honey, for you when I've been gone. Mr. Highwayman, please don't block my road. Mr. Highwayman, please don't block my road. In a cold 100, I'm booked, I gotta go. Get deep down your connection on air, I'm gonna keep tangling with your wires. Get deep down your connection, honey, know what. But when I mash down on your starter, darling, ooh, your spark plug begins to fire.
Yeah, my brother. Terraplane Blues. I like that. Dang, Gator, you picked pretty good there, bro.
Oh, thanks, man. Thanks.
Right on. And so you were the bass player first. When did you finally pick up the guitar?
Well, I learned this thing. It's mad, right? Because I realised when I was an adult that the reason I was doing all these techniques on the bass and everything else was because I was I was trying to express myself. So when I found that out and started playing slide, I realised quite quickly that there's better ways to do it. I mean, I love playing nice stuff. Before we go, if I have time, I'll play like something nice and soft and no so aggressive. And you'll see what I mean. But it's a way to speak. It's just a way
Yeah.
to speak. It's
Yeah,
just like
well,
speaking.
yeah. I mean,
Nice.
and that's why I believe the great guitarists are those guys that actually speak their own voice. That's why, whether it be rock, blues, B.B. King, Albert Collins, John Lee, you start rattling off all their names, but they all had their signature sound. And no matter where you were, when they played, you knew it was them, not someone copied them. One of the greatest things I ever heard that really made me start, that really helped me over the hurdle of believing myself was an Albert King interview. And he was somewhere, I don't even know where he was. And the interview asked him like that, and some band was playing one of his songs. And he said, man, the interview said, man, Mr. King, how do you feel with this band playing your song? He said, man, they were good. He said, they were so good, they even copied my mistakes.
Well, I get.
After I heard that, I was like, okay, I'm gonna do my own thing. I ain't gonna be like that.
It's mad because I mean I love it's not only just the blues stuff though. I mean, see the gospel stuff that you talk about at home. That whole church kind of feel.
I like that. You can play that all day. That's me, especially the mood that I'm in today. That's it, baby.
Yeah, well, anytime, man, anytime for you. I'm very grateful for this, and
No.
the best thing that could happen is us meeting each other, and it was cool. It's cool, man.
I just apologize about all the craziness that happened in the beginning. I don't know what it was again. Like,
Who cares who it's about? Who gives a fuck? Honestly, you showed up, man, and you showed up twice. You showed up twice, and both times were amazing. And it was better the second time because Fiona got to meet you, and she was buzzing to meet you. So it's all good. Like it's all good.
Right on, brother. Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate it. I appreciate it very much, and I appreciate you. And we ain't gonna keep these people. We already, we almost got an hour show in with all the craziness going on. If you don't mind, give us one more, and I'm gonna mute me so we don't get a slap back.
I'll tell you what. Do you want me to play a Buck of White song?
You play whatever you feel like. We're just a grateful audience listening to you.
Well, I'm going to play. I'll play a Buck of White song for Paul and for Fiona because they were at the Glasgow gig, and that's the first time I ever did it like live, and I was like, "Fuck, I'm going to make an arse of this," But I'm in Aberdeen, Mississippi. I got New Orleans on my mind. I'm in Aberdeen, Mississippi, heading to New Orleans. Them Aberdeen women, they buy my gasoline. I never women I never them two girls they come from that New Orleans. In Aberdeen, Mississippi, I got New Orleans on my mind. In Aberdeen, Mississippi, I got New Orleans on my mind. Aberdeen women, they make me lose my mind. This is the hard part. Aberdeen, my home, they don't want me around. Aberdeen, my home, they don't like me around. I'll take your women, I'll take you all around town. Aberdeen women, they don't like me cause I ain't got one single dime. Aberdeen women, they don't want me cause they don't got a single dime. Got this whole poor boy all going all up and down.
The Gator, ladies and gentlemen. That was beautiful, brother. From our heart, thank you very, very much.
No, honestly, it's been a pleasure to be in your company, man. Honestly,
Right
I could greet the now because I'm so blessed, like, you know. But I'm too tough for crying, you know.
Well, you blessed us and you blessed me. So thank you, and thank you for sticking around with all that craziness earlier. So thank you so much.
No, I would never turn my back on it, man. Like, I try to help, but I was muted, so I couldn't fucking say nothing. I was like, try this, try that, fuck's sake, try this.
But that was the thing. It was so much coming into my ears with the static.
I know.
And when you both were talking, I was like, okay. Right on. As always, behind the scenes, let's bring him up, ladies and gentlemen. My main man, my main Negro. Put your hands together for the Wizard of Oz, Mr. Eric Sasser. How you doing, Eric? Oh, wait a minute. There you go.
Oh, that's a game.
How you doing, Ian?
I'm doing good. A little stressed out from that craziness.
Can you put Lane's Facebook and email stuff back up again? Let me put that back up.
I sure will.
Thanks very much, guys. I've got a live stream tomorrow night as well. Same time, 8 o'clock from my Facebook page. So, yeah, it'd be awesome. You know, hopefully see some new people. I do it every Wednesday, you know, it's just to break the week up and try and earn a few quid because I'm, you know, skint, you know. Trying to make dreams work on bread and butter's hard, but I mean, it's what I want to do. So this is the way we're going to do it. We're going to do it with music and not bending over to somebody else, you know. That's the way we're going to do it.
Right on.
I can dig it. Believe me.
Do you know what I have found? I'll tell you what I have found, right? We were talking about insecurity before. See the people, right, that are in a position of kind of success or popularity, who deliberately don't want to help somebody in case they take their idea or they get more popular than them. Those are the fuckers that have got insecurity problems. Because you know something? I spend my whole life helping folk. I actually messaged Michael Messer, right, and said, look, I can't wait to tell people on this show that, you know, I play your guitar and how much you helped me and that. He says, Ian, promote yourself. That's why you're there. You'll knock them out. And this is a guy that doesn't even need help, you know. So like, and I thought, you know, that's the kind of people that you need to be talking to, not those folk that are fear to, you know, it's an insecurity thing, eh?
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know, absolutely.
it is a bit of insecurity. I try to play as much stuff as I can here, and that's why it's great when people play live, because my problem is I have to be careful, because if I play certain songs, Facebook will mute the entire show, and it's like,
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
we put in all that work in, and this is why I tell people to go over and watch the show on YouTube, because YouTube is a bit more lenient and better quality and not less problems. But yeah, you know, in your career, you're gonna run against that. I mean, I always have too. I've run against many people that have told other promoters that you know, they won't be on the show with me, or they don't want me to go on right before them or something like that. You know, because you know, I always said it's because they've been mailing it in so long that when we get somebody up there that's hungry, it's an entirely different show. But we stay positive, not negative. And,
I'll tell you what, that's Paul made a good point. He says that could be your your special support act for Glasgow. You have one of them yet? Because I would do that in a heartbeat.
Oh well, yeah. You know, unfortunately, it's not in my control. I wish I had where I could take a band out for like when I do those long tours with me. But you know, it'll happen one day.
Absolutely. I'll be there anyway, pal. I'll be there. I'm buzzing for it.
I would love to have you as an opening act. I think it would be great.
That would be great.
Great contrast.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Matter of fact,
oh
you know,
yeah.
You know, I don't have the power. I was gonna say the show that I'm coming to Scotland. That'd be cool if you bring you. You know what? Fuck that. Do me a favor. When you come to the show in Scotland, bring you a guitar, and we're gonna in the middle of the show, somewhere in the middle of the show, like I used to do, we're gonna stop. I'm gonna send the band off stage, and you and I gonna sit down and do a 2-3 song jam, and then we'll get the band back up. We're gonna do that.
Would be amazing.
Oh man, that would be what?
We're gonna sit on the stage. We're gonna sit in some chairs and turn the mics and shit off and do it old school. You and I. So bring your guitar down when I come in to play.
Thank you. Thanks so much.
No, man. Thank you. You're a hell of a player. You know,
yeah.
And all that, you're a hell of a person. We'd be remiss if we didn't say hi to Mama Fiona. Fuck Fiona, you got a good man there, baby. Hang on tight. I got duct tape and baby oil with me at all times if you need it.
Thank you, man. That means a lot to me.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this has been the Gator, Mr. Iain Donald.
Donald, I keep the sun to yourself.
Downtown Detroit. So we're gonna do that. So you remember when I come to where's my?
I'll never forget, man. I'll not be able to sleep now. It's going to be like Christmas.
Well,
your name, you know.
I'll do, like I said, I'll do some songs with the band, and then I'll stop somewhere in the middle of the show. I'll bring you up, and we'll pull out some chairs. We'll send the band off, and you and I sit down and do it old school.
And you know what?
We'll be the new Brownie McGee. We're gonna do it up.
Yeah. Oh, brilliant! Sonny Terry, Brownie McGee, amazing. Honestly, and listen, I will play my heart out for you. Honestly,
you just play you. You just be you. You be you, and I'm gonna be me, and we're gonna put it together like peanut butter and jelly, baby.
Man, honestly, I'm greeting them. Yeah, thank you, man. Honestly,
thank you, man. Thank you. You deserve it. I wish I could do more. Like I said, if I could take you out on tour, God knows that I would.
Oh man.
Yeah. I'd be there. You don't get me in a suitcase. Like, I eat too much. Don't do flat pack gators.
That's the problem with travel. Is all that good food.
Yeah, I know. Honestly,
that's Eric. You know, he can never ride with me again. I let him drive with us to Pittsburgh. I'm glad he came. Thank you for running the merch, Eric, and taking some great shots and video. Having said all that, we got to stop every 100 miles because we got to eat something.
Got to sample the local cuisine, especially on barbecue.
We went to in what the hell were we in Kentucky? Where the hell were we? Remember we pulled over to that little place and we wasn't sure about that, and the people were so nice once they got to know us.
Yeah.
And We ordered the food and it came out like they trying to feed each meal was like they trying to feed a family of 5.
Yeah, and I tried those fried pickles for the first time. That was the
Yeah,
weirdest thing I
Eric
ever
had
had.
fried pickles for the first time, y'all. You
Fried
dug it, yeah?
pickles. I never heard of that.
It was good, wasn't it?
It's a thing. It's a thing. They were good.
It's a good thing when you go down
I've
south.
never heard of that. Like, I wouldn't do that. No, I wouldn't.
Oh, it's so good.
It sounds
That's
awesome.
that's coming from somebody who lives in a country that fucking fries Mars bars and like, you know what I mean? Like you pretty much, if it's not moving, it goes in the fryer.
You can
You know
get
what I
that.
mean?
Oh man.
Matter of fact, we went to someplace. We played over at the Captain Hepburn Center in Connecticut, and we found me, Drake, and I can't remember. I think it might have been Lavelle. We found this great tucked away barbecue joint, and they had fried Oreos, they had fried Twinkies, they had it was amazing. And we ate like crazy.
Blaspheme.
What's that?
We blaspheme. Oreos.
Yeah, fried Oreo, baby. Oh, it's so goddamn good. Oh,
That's
That
crazy.
sounds good. Like I think I could eat that. Like, fried Oreo, definitely. Hey, listen, one more compliment I need to say to you though, right? This is completely not even music related. So I was trying to tell my, so I'm looking after my middle son today. Well, actually all week. And like he's got autism, right? And he's very like invested in like computers and shit that just makes you stupid, you know, like there's stuff that I didn't really want him doing all the time, you know. But I put on your last episode of the Suga Shack, and he sat and watched it start to finish. You know what I mean? And took it all
Really?
in. Yeah, and he learned about how the police force are in America, and he was asking me about it, and that's an amazing thing, man, because you speak to everybody, you know, and that's something that I've never experienced from him before. I'm always like that, you know. I mean, he likes music. Everybody likes music, but I mean, he actually invested in that show. The one, yeah.
Wow.
We missed Bix. Yeah.
Right on. I appreciate that, man. You know,
No,
I,
honestly, that's easy.
we've been going through it over in the family. You know, with my wife
You can.
battling the cancer, and then my brother-in-law just passed away, and my stepdaughter had brain cancer. Thank God they. Hey, how you doing?
Thank you.
I'm good. Thank you for watching the show.
He says thanks for watching the show.
Get on the mic. Get right in there.
Say thank you for watching the show. You know how you watch the show earlier?
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah,
He's nervous.
He's gun shy.
He's shy. Unless he's pointing at me.
But at least on purpose. Yes, on purpose, baby. Barbara Ryan is just a bit outside of Old Saybrook, and I can't remember which way. I'm trying to remember where we were headed. I think we were headed to Philly after that show. I'm going off my memory, but it was great. I also want to give a shout out to my music director of the band, Mr. Drake Shannon. He's got a new album out called "This Is Life Now." Pick that up. It is crazy. It is good. It is so Drake. Fiona, I was making fried pork and he asked. Oh,
That's true. That's true. I was trying to fry everything. I made fried. I made buttered chocolate. I made what else did I make? A mess. I got a row. I made a mess. I remember that.
yeah. See, you say you're from Scotland. You sure you ain't from East Texas, Louisiana, Georgia, Mississippi?
Look, man. I've told you about my family tree. There's a bit of everything in me. Honestly, I'm maybe white to look at, but I don't know what's going on inside. Like,
Hey, Barbara Ryan. Yeah, we had played Captain Hepburn Center in Old Saybrook, and then we headed out from there, headed to our next show. Matter of fact, the next show might have been at the Bull Run, but I'm trying to give you, I can't remember which direction we was going, so you can find that little place, and hopefully it's still open. That's been a few years ago. It was great. And they were like on this back road in the middle of nowhere. And we were like, man, it was like some of the best queue and stuff. Nice folks. They were really, really cool. All right, y'all. I'm Sugaray Raver. This has been the Gator. Make sure you go out and check out his show, his podcast, and live, and then come out and see us when we're in Scotland. We're gonna do it up. We're gonna do something special, and we're gonna have a live.
thanks so much again. Thank you so much. Honestly,
Come prepared to do at least 3, but I say 3. We may only get 2, but I want to do more than 1.
All right, my man. Listen, I'll be there with bells on. I promise.
Right on.
Thank you so
Right
much.
on. No, thank you, baby.
Right
And
on.
Fiona,
Thank you.
It was a pleasure to meet you also. I'm going to leave you with this one, and then we're going to get up out of here. Thank you, guys. Hey, and to all you listeners out there, thank y'all for being patient through all that craziness.
Yes.
I don't know what's going on. I never know what's going on. But thank y'all. You know, I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. here's one of me and the Blues Giants. It was a pleasure playing with these guys. Now they're out on tour together as the quote unquote the Blood Brothers, and they're doing great. This is me, Willie J. Campbell, who's also going through some serious medical problems right now. Y'all pray for Willie J. Campbell and his family. It seems like I got a lot of friends. I have at least 10 friends and family that are going through it. I was saying earlier that my stepdaughter, Jamers, they found a massive malignant tumor in her brain. She wound up having brain surgery 7 days or so after they found out. She's doing pretty well right now. Everything's looking good. She started her radiation treatments about 2 weeks ago. You guys pray for her. And again, another member of our family, Mr. Paul Dorey, just passed away. Great father, great grandpa, great husband of 52 years of marriage. Great man, ex-Marine Corps vet like myself, and ham radio operator. I love Paul. He was just good people. I kind of married into this family with my wife, and they have all treated me like gold, and it was always a pleasure to do something, and Paul was there because he was funny, he was intelligent, and he was just an all-around good person. And I know we all know people like that, and those are the people that we need to try to lift up and keep them in our hearts and minds at all times. Also, I was shocked to find out, I didn't know, with everything that goes on with me, Greg Slim Lively, great lover of the blues, especially for the Pacific Northwest, has done everything he could to promote blues. He was the president of the Blues Foundation for Portland, Seattle area. He was on the board for the Blues, for the International Blues Foundation also. And he passed away on the 24th of last month. And I wasn't aware of that until just a few days ago. So sending out love. He always supported me no matter where I was. If I was anywhere within 100 miles, he was there with his camera and ready to take a picture, and always with a quick joke and a smile. Love the guy. All right, well, I'm going to leave you with this one, y'all. Y'all be blessed. This is Sugaray Raver. This has been the Suga Shack. I got Lane, the Gator Donald, ladies and gentlemen, and all the way from Scotland. What part of Scotland are you in, Lane?
I need to say this right. It's Ian.
Ian,
Everybody in America does it because of the capital I here. I don't know what that's all about. But anyway, I'm in the East Coast, Alloa, near Stirling.
What's it called?
Near Stirling. It's called Alloa.
Okay.
Yeah,
right.
Aloha from Alloa.
Aloha from Alloa.
But yeah, it's not somewhere you'd really visit. There's only one road, and it's usually leading out the place. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but those are the times they have the good stories, baby.
Yeah, that's true. You need to fight for what you've got and everything else. And that's that's why I've got a face like the roadmap of Britain. But no, it's been listen, my man. Honestly, so grateful for this. You know that.
All right, so am I. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Sugaray Raven. This is the Suga Shack live right here in Cool. I can't believe I'm saying that. It was hot yesterday, but today is cool. In Cool, Arizona. We're gonna leave you with this one.
Bye, y'all.
Put together party, no concert, no concert, party, no party. This is the party, no concert. This is the party. Shake it, baby, shake it. Okay? It's not made for looking at all night. It's made to listen and shake the booty, baby. Shake the booty. No concert. Yes, say party. Everybody say party. Okay, I want to see it. Hey, give me something they can dance to. Nah. going home, I'm going to sleep. They still trying to have a concert. I said, this is a party, no concert. Shake it. Shake it. Let's have a good time. It's cold outside. You need to get warm. You still got no jackets and everything. You ready? This is it. One more time, Jimmy.